Hey, what you say? You gotta wake and make, baby. You gotta wake and make with your boy. Make money every minute. Johnny Money making me here. Hey, today's video we're gonna talk about how I should be dead or in prison, but God had bigger and better plans for me. So, as y'all know that I'm a convicted felon. I went to prison for drug trafficking, and literally right the day that I got busted, after I had gotten busted, my brother had come and told me that that some guys he had heard on the street that some guys were wanting to rob me, and that they were planning on potentially coming to my office that I had where I had my landscaping company and try to rob me. And I was like, at that time I had this mentality that hey, it's kill or be killed type mentality. I always kept a 9mm and a 45 on me. I had my AKs. I had an arsenal of guns in my warehouse for just any kind of situation like that if it popped off there. Again, if either I should have been dead, if I didn't get busted, but I ended up going to prison. So, but God again had bigger plans for me. So when I was in prison, I was still in doing criminal activities in prison, running with a prison gang, extortion, selling drugs, just you name it, I was doing it. And I finally got to a point where I was done. And I hit my knees and I was like, Lord, you got to change me. I said, if you got something bigger and better for me, change me. And he did. Little by little, he started changing me. I wasn't supposed to make my first parole. And, hey, I serve a big God. And I remember telling him when they were voting for me, I said, hey, man, if you say nothing's too big for you, then get me out. Send me home to my family, to my children, and let me be the man that you've called me to be. The son, the father to my girls, and if you, bless me with the wife, be the husband that I need to be to my wife. And he did. Lord and behold, I came home. I made my first parole, came home, and been on parole. I've actually completed parole a couple of years back, but he had bigger, better plans for me. He put a beautiful wife in my life, 5 more boys to give me a reason to hustle and grind every day, on top of with my girls, and then just serve him and share my testimony, how God has changed me and made me into the man that I need to be for not just for him, but for my wife, my children, my mother and father, my family, my community. He has better plans for all of us, right? You just got to slow down and listen and hear him speak to you. That's what Hustling 365 is all about. It's about how God has changed me and molded me into the man that I need to be by using the things that he showed me biblically. That hey, if you do this, you will be successful. So again, right now, I should still be in prison or dead, but God had bigger and better plans for me. So I do have a personal book coming out. My book for Hustling 365 coming out. It's my life story of how I got to Hustling 365. Pick that up. It's coming out soon, and then I also have several booklets that are coming out also for Hustling 365. One for each letter. So those are coming soon. So look for those. All right, I'm out.